Hello Minecrafters and welcome back to the Welsknight Patreon server. I'm HistoryWes, aka Wes Allison, and today we're taking a break from building our warehouse and going and looking for some supplies. And wow, check out this hallway through. This is in the Nether. This is a hallway, super wide. Got a path on this side. Down in the middle there's a track of ice with a boat you can go, to even going much faster than I'm walking. And this is just awesome. That's the kind of path that I want to build when we start over again. And here I am in the end portal room. Take off. Here I am in the end. You can see that this is a well lit up area. There are no Endermen up here. There are all the portals available because the end dragon gets respawned and re-killed with frightening repetition. I've not been present for any of these dragon murderings so far, but you can hear them. In fact, I'd never heard the sound because I'd never played on a multiplayer server before, but when the dragon gets killed, it makes a sound all throughout the whole universe. So I'm heading down to the Ender, which the citizens here in New Wellstopia refer to as the Ender Snot. And this is a giant replica of Welsknight. And he must be very proud to have this made for him. It is a truly awesome build. I don't think I've seen, anything like this anywhere. And I've watched a lot of Minecraft YouTubes. So the Endermen fall down through his nose, through this green glass tube down to the bottom, which is why they call it the Ender Snot. And here they collect to be slaughtered by yours truly, and I'm killing them and getting their experience. And you can already see I'm up to 32 levels, but I'm also holding my pickaxe, diamond pickaxe with mending in my left hand, so it can recharge too. All of my tools now have mending, and I think most of my armor does as well. So all this experience is just recharging them, repairing them without me actually having to do any actual repairing. And, murdering Enderman is just good, clean fun if you ask me. Speaking of clean, I have to apologize. On the last episode, I used the bad word spelled C-R-A-P. Crap, yes. Yes, I said that. Sorry if I offended any sensibilities. I'm not well known for my profanity because I don't use it very often, but that word is pretty much part of my everyday vocabulary. So much so that once when my daughter was very small and we were taking her to a Sunday school class, one of the kids ran up to my wife and myself and they said, "Your daughter, she used the C word." And I was like, "She what?" And my wife asked the little girl, "What C word did she say?" And she leaned over, whispered in her ear, "Crap." And I said, "Oh, thank goodness," because that's not a C word that I would worry about. But anyway. And in telling that story, I've said crap like 5 more times, and there I said it again. So there goes my G rating down to PG. Oh well. Okay, so I'm killing Enderman. I don't remember if I have sweeping edge on my sword or not. Helps if you have sweeping edge, but as you can see, I'm hitting pretty much all of them on every swing anyway, even if I don't happen to have it. So to 35 experience points. I have found that this is the second best of the 3 really good ways to get experience points on this server. You can stand here and kill Endermen all afternoon, cranking up your weapons, or you can go and kill blazes in the blaze farm, and not only do you get experience, but you got a lot of blaze rods. And you know, I used to think, well, man, it's not too hard to go get blaze rods. Blazes are pretty easy to find if you've got a fortress that you can find in the nether. And you know, how many blaze rods do you really need? You need a few potions, and you need some blaze power to make eyes of ender, so you can make some ender chests, and that's it. Little did I know they also serve as fuel, and I would know that because I never had that many. But now I have like a whole shulker box full, and I'm using it just to smelt other stuff. Talk about extravagant. I feel like, you know, these guys that roll up $100 bills and light them on fire to light their cigars, or like in ancient times, they used to think that you could dissolve a pearl in wine and then drink it, and that would be the height of extravagance. There's a reference to that in Hamlet. Cleopatra does it all the time, but the truth is nobody ever does that because secret pearls don't dissolve in wine. See, all these chests, they're full of ender pearls. I mean, there's so many ender pearls on this server that there are ender pool dispensers, ender pearl dispensers, that you like go up and press a button and it throws a bunch of ender pearls at you. And back here we've got the enchanting table and everything you need, a bunch of anvils. So this is just a great place to come recharge all your weapons, enchant anything that you need enchanted, and then be on your way again. Let's see, got my diamond. Got a couple of pickaxes, diamond axe. I got some diamonds, and I've got somewhere in here, one of these shulker boxes, I've got some there we go. But you know, you want to give them a great name. So I thought it would be very cool if all of mine were historic something or other, but for some reason it doesn't want to let me use a C. And no, I'm not going to spell with a K because that would be bad. I want this better axe. History. No, it's not going to let me do it. Alright. If I can even spell my own name here. Not Welsknight. I'm not him. Wes's axe. A-X. X. That's not an ads. Oh my gosh. I'm so inept. So I finally got an axe. Guess what it's called? It's called Diamond Axe. That really sucks. And it's your fault, Enderman. I should kill you for that. Die. Or maybe I'll just leave you here. No, I'll kill you. Okay. So, one thing I haven't been able to do very much on the server is play with somebody else. Everybody's kind of got their own builds. There are a lot of people that aren't on the server all the time. Of the few people that are, I don't know what they're doing. I know what Stina is doing. Stina Rose, of course, great Minecrafter. She's creating Fairy Tale Land on an island. we went there and visited her in our first episode. She's always on, and she's always making some very clever things, and she's off building castles for people, so she's always busy. And mark my words, she's well on her way to being a YouTube sensation. And Professor Savant is on here all the time, but I don't know what he's up to. Alright, so we went back through the portal, we got back home, we took off again through the nether, and this is the hallway that comes from our house to the nether hub. And there are 4 portals here, and each of them leads down to the community areas. But just inside of these doors, well, we'll look at that another time. Okay, so we're going back to the residential area, the center of town, and wouldn't you know, it's storming. It's a stormy night, because it's almost always a stormy night. The gods of lightning and thunder are looking down and tossing thunderbolts at the earth. And there goes an ender. Holy crap! Did you see that? That poor sheep got vaporized by lightning right in front of me. I better get it under cover. Yeah, or I could stand out here in the rain shooting at a skeleton and missing repeatedly. Speaking of, this is my rose bow. This is a bow that's basically got every great enchantment on it. They're made by Stina Rose, and they're sold in her shop for 4 diamonds along with 64 arrows, which you don't really need 64 arrows because they also have infinity on them, but you know. This is the second one I bought because the first one I was carrying with me when I got knocked into the lava in the nether. Alright, spent the night in my little cabin. There's Stina's castle. That's her location in the residential area. There's another sheep. Sorry about your brother. Wow, what a way to go. Oh, that's a cute little pagoda there I'd never noticed before. And a tree house. And a modern style house. And here on the left is the minecart rail station going next door to the market area. It's really not that much of a jog. You can just shoot right up there. But being lazy, take the nether portal. So instead of taking, 100 steps, I'm going to wander around trying to figure out where I'm going in the nether hub, and it will take me, 50 steps. So I've saved, that would be 0 steps. There's the road to the farm, and right here is the market district. I told you I was going to become a pescatarian, and here I am. I'm eating fish like no tomorrow. Alright. Just as you come through, and there on the left is Stina's Northwest Trading Company. This is where I just spent tons and tons of diamonds in here. Kinds of enchantments. These are a diamond, 2 diamonds a piece. So I can make sure I've got something for everyone. Better get another one of those. I wanted of these fully enchanted up. I want to be a tank so that creepers blowing up next to me won't even like make me blink, because creepers are always blowing up next to me. Yep, better get a third one. Okay, so now I've got all the mending books I'll ever need. And is there anything else around here I need? Oh yeah, I'm just sending her a note, letting her know that I'm shopping in her store again, and she needs to come collect her diamonds. Like she really needs them. I mean, I think she has a tree made out of diamonds on her base. You know how many diamonds I found in this server myself? About, I don't know, maybe 10. 10 diamonds. Fortunately, I feel like I'm super rich because Vander gifted me like, I don't know, 22, 24 diamonds. Not 24 diamonds, 24 blocks of diamonds, just like a huge stack. And I've still got probably half of them. So now we're heading out way out into the ocean to this gigantic structure. And this is the reason the medium of trade is a diamond. You need something that can't be reproduced. And you can get more emeralds from villagers. And you can get gold from here. Take snowballs, and we're going to turn the snowballs into gold. Sorta. So you go up here, and you're in between several gigantic nether portals. There's a gold bar hanging in the air. And I have really, all this redstone is just a sorting mechanism. So let's grab that gold bar without falling in with the pigmen. So the pigmen wander through these portals by the hundreds. Come on out, pigmen. Come out and play. Yeah. So you throw a snowball at them, hit them. That aggroes them or aggravates them, for those among you who don't know my totally awesome Minecraft slang. It makes them angry. They run toward me. They run up the steps or down the steps from up above, and they all plop down into a series of hoppers where they die, and they drop all their stuff. They drop their diamond swords. Sometimes they drop diamond bars. Usually they drop diamond. What are those? They're not ingots. They're little diamond drops. And of course, oodles and oodles of zombie flesh. And you see this wooden boards here? That was open. And once, while I was here, I was accidentally too close to this gate, and the zombie pigman knocked me back there. And I fell down and died. So that was one more death. Like I say, I'm not the person with the most deaths on the server, but I would be willing to bet I'm the person with the most deaths in a week. So then you go all the way down and get over here where you can hit the pigman, and you do it all again. This is just a brilliant, brilliant thing. I don't know who thought it up, but I do think they could have cleaned up the inside here where it was a little bit more user-friendly, maybe. Or maybe it's just me. But look at all these guys. They're just running to their deaths like lemmings. Which, of course, is not true in real life. You know, lemmings don't really run to their death. That was a nature video made, I think, in the early 60s, where they like pushed a bunch of lemmings off a cliff, and they filmed it in such a way they looked like they were all running to their deaths. They don't really do that. Okay, and you go all the way down, and in these, here you have all your drops. I'm Gold bars, not that many, but no, they go down to the bottom. Gold droplets. So that's not a lot, but you stand here for a while. And we've got a villager here with a face, with a head put on it. Words, it says. Are hard. Words are hard. That's a Welsian thing. That's what Welsknight says all the time. Words are hard. Welsknight is revered around here. People just love him. Obviously, they build giant statues and sculptures of him in the Nether, but I mean, they really love him. And here we go again. More pigmen run into their deaths. Anyway, of course, I am a huge fan of Welsknight too. That's why I'm a patron of his. That's why I follow him. Kind of being a member of this server is just kind of a bonus for helping to support him. And think of all my the YouTubers that I watch. Wells is my favorite by far, but I like a lot of others too. I do like to watch Grian. There are a lot of people that are bad-mouthing Grian that I've heard, but I like him. He's a good builder. He's funny. I watch Minecraft Evo. Most of those guys, besides Grian, are not great builders, but they're funny. I like to watch Netty Plays. I like to watch some of the Hermits. I watch all of Welsknight's Hermit stuff, and as well as his Kingdoms. But I also like to watch some of the other Hermits. I watch Exumavoid for his tutorials, especially. Bam! Hit that pigman. And but I also watch False Symmetry and Zombie Cleo, mostly because, like most American men, I like to hear British women talk. If you're a British woman and you're not taking advantage of that, you're not marketing to that constituency, you're missing out. So I haven't been here that long, but we probably put at least as many pigmen to death as we did Endermen before. Now if you stand right here between the two sides, that's where all the experience will hit you. Look at what I've got now. I'm up at 45. 45 levels of experience. And I'll be honest, I don't know if I have that much stuff to enchant. But here's what I'm planning to do. I'm going to open up a market stall, and I'm going to take all the golden swords that I collect from here, and I'm going to fix them, repair them using my levels of experience, and I'm going to sell them for 1 diamond a piece. And you know how many I'm going to sell? I'm going to sell 0. Because everybody who could be a potential buyer of anything from my shop already has everything they ever wanted. Because, you know, I'm like the poorest person on the server. Everybody else has oodles and oodles of riches. So, pretty much anything I can make, everybody's got a giant warehouse full. Okay, everybody, that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed this look at some of the great things on the Welsknight Patreon server. Have a great day. Be safe, and most of all, keep Minecrafting. And me, I'm just going to ride off into the sunset on my llama. Bye now.